Well, Biden or Trump, greatest impact on electric vehicles. I wonder who is going to win in the electric vehicles workers' war, Biden or Trump. It seems like they're really having a contest about who will have the most impact on our lives.
Who do you think is going to have this biggest impact? And I don't want this to become some kind of political thing here, because mainly I'm really focused on who's going to buy an EV, the workers, and the viewers of this video, again, who want to buy an EV, an electric vehicle. So let's just talk about the average person, the average that's going to buy a car, is going to buy a truck, and this will be, if they're ready to buy it in the future or not.
Well, yeah, let's make sure that they have heard about the UAW strike, the auto industry strike, because this is where it all began. The President Biden and Trump are really combating and to see who will come out in front and who will make the most influence, because it's really the auto workers versus the corporate executives and managers, and they forced to make the political leaders to take a position, to make a choice, how well they provide for the people in regards to having electric vehicles as part of our daily life. This is a real battle.
Yeah, of course. We all want reliable, affordable types of transportation. A lot of people just look at the bottom line. And, cars are personal. They make us feel good and all that. And going into the future, let's protect the environment a little bit more. Let's sustain the planet for our future, for the children. We all know that. And, possibly help out our neighbors along who might work in an auto factory or the transportation industry and give them a little boost.
Yeah. Well, in recent times, because of this visits by the former president and the president to Michigan, the EV battery situation has come to the forefront because it has come in direct competition to the internal combustion engine, ICE, gas-powered engine. So really, as I see it, Biden wants the EVs manufacturing and maintenance as a source of well-paying union jobs. He's always been tuned into the politics of electric vehicles. Biden has done this by, enacting billions in subsidies to create new manufacturing jobs and going out of his way to attract the United Automobile Workers Union to join in with him.
So on the other hand, Trump, he's been attacking these electric vehicles and criticizing Biden's administration on EV policies. In fact, the Trump people have actually released statements into the effect that they'll abolish any of Biden's extreme damaging EV mandates. Now, this is like Obama and the Obamacare, where we, the politicians, Democrats, have been fighting to get health care. It got in, and then another president took charge and tries to wipe it out. And that's happening here.
That's right. So let's compare it to something else. Now, this Pete Buttigieg, he is the Secretary of Transportation, and he has said, and I quote, "Sometimes when I hearing this dialogue, this debate about EVs, I feel like it's 2005 and I am meeting people from the Rotary Phone Society." Rotary phones, remember them? Anyway, that this new technology of EVs is here. The only question is whether it will be built in America and largely by union workers or not. That is really it. That is the heart of the debate, as to whether it is the shift to electric vehicles, which have fewer parts and generally require less labor to assemble than gas-powered cars, and it will accelerate the decline of unionized work in the industry.
So, Stan, what does all this political maneuvering mean to the average person who's looking to buy a different vehicle here in the next few months or sometime next year?
As I see it, it's really this way. If you buy union products and they're made in America, usually it's a little more expensive. And Biden has said, hey, look I want to subsidize for the consumer to bring this so that the consumer isn't paying as much, so they buy American versus buying from somewhere else. Now, we all want to buy things that are within our pocketbook range, and we want to buy something that's less expensive, that's reliable. Hey, so we have to make this tough decision whether we buy American, let's say, or we buy cheaper. So Tesla, for instance, does not have a union. So really, they have more, usually less expensive, but even though their vehicles are higher cost.
Stan, there's a lot of heavy hitters that are coming from all sides. You know, the oil and gas, they want to keep the dominance in the energy market. You know, they want to keep on pumping that oil, make some money. The materials in the support for electric batteries, it's produced many aspects of competition. You know, one, we've got a video, I think it's up in this corner here, or is it that corner, about the domestic, about these Chinese cattle batteries. And, you know, officials with Biden, they claim that they'll still be able to deliver on high quality jobs and strong domestic vehicle industry. Doesn't matter where the batteries are going to come from.
That's right. So really, this video is all about you getting information, the viewer, so that you can make a decision that's right for you. Yeah, you may want to buy American-made vehicles, and but the batteries may come from somewhere else in the world. You want to buy it at a reasonable price that you can afford, and yet you want to support the American worker. So it's a tough situation, and
Tell us about the Biden and the Democratic lawmakers and this $4,500 subsidized. What is all that?
Well, really, it was a subsidization for electric vehicles that would be assembled at a unionized U.S. plant. And really what it is going direct to the consumer, but it was taken out in the Inflation Reduction Act. So really it was to help the consumer, instead of buying down here, that they would bring it up to and buy U.S. made goods.
The difficult thing here is that the United Auto Workers, they want to make the electric components like the batteries, all right? And they want to make them, they want better pay, they want better labor standards. And right now there's 150,000 of these guys that are on strike from the three major automakers. And, you know, like Stan, I agree with you. These battery plants are not unionized. And, you know, these Detroit companies that are now cars are being made everywhere, all over the United States, but they're basically out of Detroit. And they say even if they could raise wages for battery workers so they could set the standard, it could make them uncompetitive with, you know, non-union rivals like Tesla, like you said. You know, that's just the way it is right now.
Well, but the auto companies have been profitable over the years, in recent years, and they say, well, hey, look, the transition is going to be very expensive because they have to retool, re-engineer, and all this stuff. But yet most of the profits have gone to the executives, so they don't want to cut the workers in for a good deal. Yet on the other hand, the American people, they're like Pete Buttigieg said, we are going to move toward the electric vehicle, the EVs, just like people who once used rotary phones don't use them anymore.
Well, I would
Okay.
like to know if the audience, do they agree with unionizing the battery companies and continue the, I don't want to say the monopoly of the big three, but if they're unionized, if they're starting to control the cars, do you guys agree with that? Or should we have non-unionized, allowing smaller companies, startups to come in? Or both? What do you guys, I'd like to know what they think.
Yeah, what do you think? We'd really like to know how you're going to react to the EVs are coming, whether we like it or not. And I know most of the transportation in the United States is with the internal combustion engine. And I know the oil and gas industry wants you to stay with that, and they don't want anything else. But the EV is still coming because there is, we want to protect our planet. We want to ensure the future for the children. And we would like to have everybody to get along and all have affordable vehicles. So we would like to know what you think. So give us a comment if you'd like.